What is going on, guys? It is Average Player here. Like I said, I just got done recording the deck profile, and I told you guys right after I do the comp tutorial for you guys, just 2 different videos at the same time, pump it out, get it done, because I work here in a couple hours, so might as well get it done and over with. I started shuffling already earlier before I clicked recording button, so yeah, so I'm just going to keep shuffling up a little bit. We're going to do multiple different piles. And I'm going to just keep shuffling up a little bit. And then we're going to cut the deck. Put it over here towards the deck zone. And we're going to draw. 2, 3, 4, 5. This hand's absolutely crazy. Because you have the normal summon. And then you also have the extenders to go with it. But your first card here, the normal summon is going to be Rex. Uses effect. As I was talking about earlier, you add the Mayhem for hire. So basically just restocking your hand as you're going along. Like what I said earlier is that you don't want to see Jet more than seeing blue, but still Jet here is going to happen. Special summon it out, and you're going to add the Spright starter. What you can do here is, after you do all your for hire combo, you can go back at the end of the combo and then activate starter to special out blue and then get another negate on board. That's why we played 2 red, because if we see one of them, we don't have another one if you have one. So here we're going to link 2 for Donner. Activate Mayhem. Special summon back Rex. Special summon red. And the reason why we play another red is so we can do it again later. And now we're going to link 3 into Falgo. Chain 1 Falgo. And as I said earlier, you chain 2 Rex, you banish the Rex. So you special summon the Donner, and then Falgo will activate to special summon out Raphael. Alright, we're going to make sure to cut, which we just did, but Raphael effect trigger, you reveal a few cards, and you add one of them to your hand. Here the nib isn't going to be really good. The freezing curses could be good to set. And the ash is just good. This skips our next draw phase. This will get you more out of it than ash, but ash is more utility here, so we're just going to add it. And then we're going to shuffle. Now we're going to activate Fossil Dig. And this is why you play the multiple copies of Rex, because now you have a Rex in hand. I know that there's not another level 2 in Graveyard. That is fine for now. But like I said before, Rex can add back Mayhem if you want, which wouldn't really come in handy. But since you have already done all this, you have an Omni Negate on board. Now you can activate Spright Starter. Especially when out blue. You can use the effect of blue after taking the 1100 damage. You can add red, whatever. It doesn't really matter what you add, because we are just going to be linking away anyway. We're going to be using the Donner to link away. Well, yeah, we probably use the Donner to link away with blue in the sprint. If you want to, you can do that. So you can link these 2 in the sprint. Use the effect to sprint. Dump Dampa. You can special summon red. Now you have a monster negate that can also destroy. And then when this becomes live, you can also have an Omni Negate here. That also with Falgo having Raphael on board. If you pop, you get to draw 3 or you would be able to draw 3 because Raphael, Falgo. You'd special summon the Dampa back off of Rex, because you'd have to use the Raphael first, which just negates. So that's it. You have an Omni Negate. You got Ash. You got the red for negate and pop. Then you can draw 3 off of Falgo when you get the other 2 back. And then there you go, hands replenished. And that's a basic combo for you. Let's do one more combo to show you guys. Let's hopefully draw a little different. And I know I gotta get a little bit better card sleeves. These have been used for a while and have a little bit of crap on them. So you're gonna shuffle like that, and then we're gonna normal people shuffle for a little bit. It shuffled pretty decent. Let's just do a couple more of these. And then we're going to cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not ideal, but this hand is really good. Activate Runick tip. What I would do here is add a Runick card. Probably be Destruction. And then banish the top card of my opponent's deck. I skip my next battle phase, but I don't have a battle phase this turn, so it doesn't really matter. Activate Runick Destruction, because we're gonna do this all in the draw phase. So my opponent can't hit us with Droll. So I'm gonna special summon out Hugin. Hugin effect is going to add the Fountain. We're not gonna activate the starter right now because we don't want to get locked in the 2s. So now we're just going to normal summon the Rex. The effect of Rex. Again, add the Mayhem. Here, now this is a little different because we have the Runick engine starting to go a little bit. Even if you didn't use Rex, you get a special summon out blue. So if you did get interrupted, you have the normal summon to get what you want anyway. But we're just going to do base so you guys know how it goes. Link 2 for Donner. Activate Mayhem. Special back to Rex. Activate Fountain. Just get it out of the way. Special summon blue for effect. Because this is better than using the Jet. That's why I said blue's better. Because even if none of this happened, you can, if you didn't draw Rex or any of the other cards and you just drew 2 blue, you can normal summon blue, special summon blue, and get into your combo. Anyway, it's just lock you in the 2s, and you'd have to go in the IP Masquerena. Do it on your opponent's turn line. So now we're going to actually, it's link 2 into the Sprint. Use the effect of Sprint to dump Dampa, because we're just going to do something a little different here. Which Sprint probably could be the first card we make. So you can get a Dampa in graveyard and a Rex, and then Mayhem back Dampa. It doesn't really matter. Now you can special summon Jet. Use Jet's effect. Add starter. Which you already have one in your hand, but doesn't really matter. XC Summon Gigantic. This is ideal because it gets you down to 1 Thunder Monster, and then you can detach summon another level 2. Which this is how you get the other Rex, because you only have 1 engrave, and we, like you said before, we want to make sure we have 2 or 1 in hand. This way we can do one on our turn and then do one on our opponent's turn to get more uses out of the Rex. So now we're going to, because we can't link now into the Falgo just yet. So we're going to banish Rex, special Dampa back. It doesn't really matter. We can link these two. Probably be most ideal for IP Masquerena. And now we can activate 1 starter, so we have a negate on board. let's just say it's Carrot. And then we take 1,000. Because we're locked into 2s anyway because they're gigantic. And then we're going to set a starter. And pass. Draw standby main. Say they pass priority to you. You activate IP. And you're going to link these 3 away. For Falgo. Chain 1 Falgo. Say they use a monster and then they don't have an effect, but you can still use IP. So IP, so it's gonna be Chain 1 Falgo, Chain 2 Dampa, Chain 3 Rex. So we're gonna banish Rex for cost. Special summon back the Donner. Dampa will pop a monster. Falgo will special summon. And now we're going to chain 2 Raphael, chain 1 Falgo, because they both trigger, because Falgo would pop a monster, or pop a card, and the card's Dampa popped a card and destroyed it, or destroyed a card, Falgo will trigger, and this meets its trigger because it got summoned, which we still have to summon anyway, we still have to shuffle anyway. That's a cut, and we get to excavate 3, add 1, we're going to add Ash, so we got to shuffle anyway. And then we're going to draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Oh, wow. That was probably the worst draw we could ever have. But we have a pop. We have an Omni Negate that's not live, but our opponent does not know that it's not live. Because they don't know what our last card in hand is. Even if we didn't use Rex on both turns to summon out a monster, and we used the Add Mayhem to pitch, that's not really ideal because we wanted to get those, but we generally wanted the Runick cards to try to get off that, so we can just start her anyway. It's a special summon out of red, so we have another monster negate, and this can be a negate and pop because we're gonna use the Donner. Yeah, that's basically it for the combo. Both lines to show you how to do it. Falco can't be destroyed by card effects. Unwanted 3 Ash in hand, but we have 3 Ash in hand. They break our board, we got Nib. An Omni Negate that isn't live, like I said, our opponent might not know that. We popped a card. We have a monster negate that destroys. Like I said, our goal was to get a Runick card. We didn't see any Runick cards. Of course, they're all like right here at the bottom. But our goal is to get a Runick card to activate it, to be able to draw 3 more cards off of Runick Fountain. But let's replace 2 of these. Let's say with, I don't know, Tip would be fine, and another hand trap that's not useful. So like say we drew the Nib, the Tip, and the Imperm. Because Fountain's on board, we can just activate the Tip, banish a card, or banish a card on our opponent's field, add Freezing Curses or Flashing Fire, whichever one comes first. On resolution, we can shuffle in the Tip, Destruction in the Tip, or not shuffle them in, but turn them to the bottom of the deck and then draw 3, right? Yeah, place them on the bottom of the deck and then draw 3 cards. And this is precisely what we were looking for initially. I understand the Freezing Curses is only once per turn, but you still can get another interruption off here. You got the Ash. That's what we want. That's what you want to do in this deck. Thank you guys so much for watching. I try to make a small Gunpla tutorial. If you guys want me to do another one or go back to locals and play, just let me know, and I will definitely do that for you guys. I'm just going to be that typical guy to complain and say that the only reason why I didn't get any Runick cards off the draw is because of the sticky card sleeves. They're not really sticky, they just got crap on them from being used for weeks. Because I've been playtesting this deck and trying to get it down for a very long while as it's been getting built so I can learn the ratios. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later.